4 months on Zepbound, and I am almost at goal weight. Hi guys, welcome or welcome back. My name is Anit. I share beauty, lifestyle, and faith on this channel, and recently my Zepbound progress week to week. If you are interested, please hit that subscribe button. I drop videos every single Friday regarding my weight loss, and I am starting to ramp up to plug other things in. So hopefully you guys will check that out as well. Guys, we have completed month 4 and I am nearly at my goal weight. I honestly don't even know what I weigh in today, so we're going to do that together. And I don't know what my measurements are, but I do know that the clothes are fitting. I took out a bin a few days ago with all of my winter stuff that I did not think I was going to wear because they were when I was doing the switch for winter to spring and summer clothes, I had put a lot of stuff away in a separate bin because I didn't think I was going to fit into it. And I took that bin out. I started putting on the clothes. Everything was fitting like a glove, if not a little bit bigger than what they originally used to fit me. So definitely non-scale victories, and I'm very happy and excited about it. Um, Today, we will share an overview of what the past 4 months have been in terms of results. So measurement, weigh-in, all the things. But guys, I completely messed up. I messed this up. So I have to request my shot on week 3. But you guys know that I've been dealing with the madness. I was in Georgia with my daughter who had the baby. Thank you so much for all of you who congratulated me. I really appreciate you guys. Like, honestly, I feel like I know you all, and it's really special. So thank you so much for that. So I completely forgot to put in my order. I should have put in my order last week. So when I gave myself the shot that I said I was going to contact my doctor on Monday, that should not have happened. I was supposed to contact her that week and I didn't. So I contacted her early this week and I don't have my shot yet because the insurance still has to go through the approval process and I have no shot for today. So I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if I'm going to have the shot by today. I am curious to know if I do miss this shot today. I know I can take it tomorrow if it does come in between today, tomorrow, or Saturday. But for me to keep this schedule, I wonder if I can still take my next dose before the week's time. If you guys have done that, just please drop it in the comments because I don't know how this will go after today. I can also contact my doctor to see because I do like to keep it on the Thursday schedule and allow my side effects to run through the weekend. So we will see what happens. I hope that I get approved today so I can just run to Walgreens and pick it up. So let's talk about side effects. So side effects last week, and this is what I am noticing, guys. I need to put something into my system before having this shot. So last week when I was, again, I'm doing this right before work, I was giving myself the shot, didn't have protein. I spent most of the day without eating throughout the day. I gave myself the shot early in the morning. I didn't have protein. And then I get to work, I get super busy and I don't eat for most of the day unless my coworker brings the food. And she's been bringing amazing food. More this week than last week, but still, like, sometimes if we order in the morning or pick up a quick lunch. So I had nothing that Thursday, like maybe something very light. And I don't know if that triggered the symptoms, but headache on Friday, headache on Saturday. Saturday, it was actually rougher. Like I just wasn't feeling that great. I just felt that icky feeling. Not really nauseous, but just kind of like my head was killing me. I went to Costco. Who goes to Costco on a weekend? Who goes to Costco on a weekend? It was so bad. Like, I don't know if they're giving stuff away at Costco, but it was ridiculously packed. So my mistake, I don't know if that contributed to the headache, but I just had a persistent headache that lasted the whole entire day. And I'm talking about, I tried caffeine, I tried pills, it just stays there. So when I get those kind of headaches, I am thinking that it is the shot because these are the headaches that I have been getting while I've been on Zepbound, that they've kind of been like more than just one day. So they will be like across maybe 2, 3 days. So that I definitely know to be a side effect from being on Zepbound, because normally before I even started the shot, my headaches would never last that long unless I was sick. So that I can identify as 100% a side effect of this shot. But aside from the headaches, I really didn't have any other symptoms. For the first few days, I do well, like I don't eat uncontrollably or anything. Other than that, it was a decent week. So I would say the first few days are my roughest. And then as time goes on, and a little bit of tiredness, because I know that on Saturday I was exhausted. I wanted to do my hair, and I was just not here for it. I was not trying to do nothing. I was like, you know what? Gonna just relax, which I rarely do on a Saturday because I like to catch up on all the things. But this last Saturday, I just was like, you know what? I'm just gonna sit down. I'm gonna watch a show. Which, guys, have you seen All Her Fault on Peacock? That was what I was watching Saturday, binged it Saturday and Sunday. You got to check it out. Crazy. But anyway, we're not here for that. We're not here for that. I know. So those were the side effects. Just really bad persistent headaches the first few days, and just a little bit of ickiness, as in kind of like and tiredness, fatigue. But other than that, nothing crazy. And the rest of my weeks, they usually go smoothly. Let's get into measurements. So I have my Renfo tape, my app. We're going to see how I've been doing in terms of measurements, and then we will do the weigh-in and overall thoughts. And I will try to take my side-by-side pictures. You guys know that I am doing this right before work. So again, my apologies. I'm not sure if I'm going to get to the community shout out today. I have to do something separate for that, because it does take a large chunk of the video, and I want to be able to give you guys your flowers and also give you information. So let's jump into measurements right now. We will not be doing the shot because I have none. All right, so let's jump into it. Okay, so I have my tape here. I'm going to start recording so that you guys can follow me side by side as I'm doing my measurement. Let me take the hair back and lower this. So I talked about this a little bit last week on how my stomach has just become really flabby, and I just find it a little bit kind of odd, I guess. I don't know if odd is the word, but it's not what I wanted to see, because I'm thinking, hey, I'm losing this weight, like the stomach should come down, but I think it's like excess skin. Anyway, we'll talk about that in a little bit. I let my stomach out. We are measuring the waist. Let's go down, down, down. Make sure I am doing this right. Comfortably. I'm trying to do it so that I'm not squeezing in the waist. And now it came out too much. Are we good with 33.7? Yes, we are. Okay, we're going to come out, we can do the hip. Let me pull this up. $41.33. We are now doing the left thigh. This tape makes it really easy because I just kind of expand it, move it through my body, and then I retract when I need to. So this is super easy. If you guys saw me at the beginning of this journey, struggling with the measuring tape. .51 for the left thigh. Let's go to the right. Stretch it out a little bit. .88. We are doing the chest. So for the chest, I am measuring across, like right across the boobage area. Yep. Says 37. Is this correct? 37.51. We will now do the biceps. My favorite part, just looping it is my favorite part. Because then after that, it is super easy. Let's do the left bicep first. I'm a lefty, guys. Lefties rule. All right. We are, well, oh. 13.7. 13.7. Let's go into the right. And that is 13.11. Beautiful. All right, I'm going to save this. Oh, let's get rid of that notification. Save. Okay, guys, let's go in for the weigh-in. Okay, I got my scale. Let me pull up the app. Okay. Okay. Oh my goodness. Is this accurate? And am I going backwards? Okay. I am going to get a second opinion. Let's go get my other scale too. All right, y'all. I brought a second opinion just to see if it kind of gives the same. Yeah. Oh, and this one's saying 157.6 and my Renfo scale 157. 157.6 is what my scale is saying. I don't know if you guys can see that. Oh, it just blanked out. Okay. That's what it is. Well, there you have it, guys. I've gained a pound. I'm not surprised, I want to say. Listen, I just started working a little over a month ago, and my routine is very different. And I have this amazing coworker who brings in great food. And she like literally cooks and brings it in and has been feeding me. I think she's trying to sabotage me, honestly. No, but she's such a sweetheart. I've gained weight. But the thing is that I've been eating the heavier meal for lunch and lighter for dinner. I don't know. I feel like, yes, this is kind of going backwards. I'm not upset about it, but I now need a different approach because I was coming down in weight. And while I was in Georgia, I noticed weight gain. And when I came back, it went back to where I was right before I left, which was 156. I've gained a pound. It's really not a big deal for me, but I am noticing that I think I might need to go up in dosage. And I just requested, like I said, I'm waiting for shots to come in, and I had requested it at 5 milligrams. I am really hesitant to move up to 7.5, I believe it is. However, I am still kind of thrilled because I am in the weight range that I was prior to all of my weight gain. So I know I can work with this weight. I have in the past, and I hadn't been in my 150s for a very long time. All of that to say that if I do my part, I know that even if I stayed at this weight, I'd be okay. And like I said, I've been seeing it on myself. Like I see how my clothes fit. So the scale is not really kind of bothering me right now. Like I see how my long sleeves fit, my arms are looking thinner. So all of those things are great. My overall thought is for 4 months, I have seen amazing progress, but honestly, I am not upset. 157 from 177.8, like that is still progress. Okay, so let's talk about my results here for the weight. So the weight is reflecting 1 pound gain from last week, and body fat percentage 0.8%. I loved the comparison report I pulled up last week. So let's go into comparison. So it shows 1113 to now 1120. And weight last week was 156. This week is 157. My BMI slightly went up. The body fat percentage went up by 0.8. Body fat mass went up by 1.6 pounds. Interesting. Yeah. My muscle percentage went down by 0.8. Muscle mass down by 0.6 pounds. So I love looking, like now that I know this is here, I do love looking at this comparison report because it gives me a side by side of last week versus this week. So I have work to do, guys. I have work to do. I have to be very mindful. With that being said, we are in my very tough season. And I say my very tough season. So next week is my birthday, guys. Your girl is turning 44. It is literally next Friday, my birthday. This season, and as you guys know, the holidays are coming up. Thanksgiving is on Thursday. This season has always been my roughest. It's when I gain the most weight. And that starts today. So actually today for work, we are doing a potluck. I made my sweet potato casserole. I actually have the recipe, which maybe you shouldn't check it out. Never mind. If you are trying to eat healthy, maybe that's not the way to go. Because the ingredients are, it is what it is. It's sweet potato casserole. It's yummy. It's amazing. But I made a sweet potato casserole, and I made pastelillo de carne y queso, which you guys would probably know as empanadas. I made it of beef and cheese. People love it when I make those kind of things. Those are the dishes that people typically like that I make, that pernil, but somebody else had taken the pernil. With all of the eating and sharing all of this with everyone, people are bringing other foods. Like I am a mac and cheese girl. I love cheese, period. But there's just going to be so much food. This is a very tough season for me. And now that I'm seeing all of this, and I didn't even think I did bad. So for me to gain a pound, I don't think that I was eating crazy. And again, when I eat very small. So this is now telling me I am probably done with the 5 milligrams and I should move up to 7.5. I did not request to move up. I decided to stay at 5 because I was seeing progress. But I think that the next shot is going to have the next box, which will be, for month 5, I'm going to have to move up No, lying. It's going to have to be for month 6. Wow. Okay. So I am thinking that after this month of 5 milligrams, starting January, yeah, pretty much starting January, we're going to have to move up to 7.5. I don't know how the holidays are going to affect me. I don't want to lose all the progress and start getting back into my 160s, but I also need to start practicing self control. I had mentioned in my last video that it's quite possible that I might stop taking the shot because I don't want to get too thin. It's funny because now when people see me and they haven't seen me in a while and they say, "Oh my God, you look great." But they talk about how skinny my face is, just like, "Oh my God, like I could see it in your face." It literally is the first thing people notice. People see that I'm losing weight in my face. So for me not to get into the danger zone where I feel like I'm too skinny in the face, I might need to stop. But as of right now, I think I'm going to finish out 5. I am seeing that the scale hasn't done much except for either maintain or gain. Um, and not by much. I gained a pound. Like it's not the biggest deal in the world. But because of these things that I have been observing for the last few weeks, it might be time. It's time, guys. And I have to say, honest feelings, I am a little bit scared of getting into 7.5 because of symptoms. I did not like what it felt like to be on 5 when I first started, but I got to put on my big girl pants and just do it and manage the side effects effectively. And that's by taking in a lot of protein and staying hydrated. That right there, staying hydrated, is the biggest problem for me. And I've noticed that the reason why those headaches come on, the reason why I'm feeling the way that I'm feeling is because A, I didn't take my protein that day. B, I am not hydrating as much as I should. So my biggest tip is make sure you're staying hydrated. Do as I say, not as I do, right? Stay hydrated, take your protein. I think that will curb a lot of the side effects. But yeah, we're getting into 7.5, not this next box that I'm about to start, but the one after. So that means we're kicking off the new year at 7.5. And I also have to just watch how I eat during the holidays. And I'm sure that this is not just something that affects me. This affects anyone who is struggling with weight loss. Like I said, this is the time where I usually, every single year for a very long time, it's when I gain weight. It's, birthday cakes. Like, and it's not just one birthday cake, it's multiple birthday cakes. Like, I celebrate in different places. It's multiple birthday cakes. It's good food. Like, Thanksgiving is here, potluck. My husband already told me about his work place dinner that I love every single year. It's at this Italian restaurant, and I love Italian food. But I guess everything in moderation. I have to start doing the smaller. I mean, I am eating smaller portions. I just have to probably scale back on the kinds of foods that I'm eating that is super fatty. And it's guys, we're gonna get through the season together. We are. And I would just say I'm not feeling discouraged. I'm really not. And I don't want you to feel discouraged if this is a season that you struggle with. Do what you got to do. Guys, we're going to get through it together. And I know that usually January is a great motivating type of month. Like, I love January. It's a good fresh start feel. So I always look forward to it. And I actually want to go through all of my goals for this year. So that's going to be ends of year type of video. But my weight loss and progress is part of that, and as well as all of my prayers that have been answered throughout this year. I want to talk about that. But January feels fresh, like a fresh start. And so I'm not too worried about what I do from now up until the end of December, but I'm also not going to give myself a pass to go crazy with the food. I need to practice self control because once I'm off these shots, I need to know how to control my urges, my appetite, and all the things. Again, I'm pretty sure I'm not alone in this. I want to discuss now the overall weight loss, weight gain, whatever. But I have to go into work, so this is probably something that I will do later on this evening. But these are my thoughts so far. Hi, guys. It is Friday morning. I had to record this portion here upstairs in my room. I did not have time yesterday because I had to go to work. I want to give you a full overview of how much I lost from month 1 to month 4. I had to think about that. And weight loss. My husband's downstairs right now. He's still sleeping. He has the day off, and I didn't want to disturb him. That's why I am up here in my beautiful pink room. Okay, so let's go through it real quick. So total inches lost from July 31st to November 20th. That's when I did my measurements, which was yesterday. My waist started out at 36.5, and I am now 33.7, 33.07. And that is a total loss around my waist of 3.43 inches. The bust was 36.77 inches. And it is now, my dog. My bust was 36.77 inches. It is now 37.51 inches. And it shows that it went up by 0.74 inches. Now, if you guys were with me from the beginning of the journey, I was measuring up here, like right above the breast. And a couple of weeks ago, I started to measure across the breast because I feel like that was the proper way. No, it's not that I feel that it was the proper way. That is the proper way to measure it, especially according to the Renfo app. It shows you where to measure. So I did a shift. So that is not entirely accurate, but I just wanted to let you know where we were with that. Hips, I started out at 44.13. Your girl was a thick in the hips. And I am now 41.33 inches, and that is a total of 2.8 inches off the hips. Left arm, so the left bicep was 16 inches when I first started, and it is now 13.7 with a loss of 2.93 inches on the left bicep. The right arm was also 16 inches. It is now 13.11 inches, a total loss of 2.89 inches on the right arm. Left thigh, I started off at 24 inches. It is now 22.51 inches, a total loss on the left thigh of 1.49 inches. And on the right thigh, I started off at 23.5 inches. I am now 21.88 inches, a total loss of 1.62 inches. And for the overall weight loss / weight gain, but weight loss overall is 20.8 pounds. So I believe I did this last month, and last month I was about 20 pounds. So again, with the weight fluctuation in month 4, I have not really lost much. I guess 0.8. I haven't lost much, but I feel like I'm still tracking well. I am okay with the fact that I didn't gain a whole lot. I'm okay with the fact that I am where I am. It just means that I have to go a little bit harder now for month 5 and go up in dosage for month 6, which will most likely be January. But I also stated that I don't want to lose too much. So I am kind of in between those. It's just a weird space to be in because it's like I do want to lose weight. I do want to see certain areas of my body go down, but I don't want to go down too much. So I have to really see how I get back into routine. I work and I'm already in by 9:30, out by 6, but by the time I get home, I'm cooking. I am trying to do laundry, catching up on housework, or just, tired. I'm just very tired. So, and early mornings is just like I'm not a good morning person to work out. Like I could do this in the morning, but to work out is just, it takes every fiber of my being. I really don't know how to get this on schedule right now, and I'm struggling with that. But we keep on trucking. I'm just taking it day by day. It's all I can do. I am happy with the way that my clothes are fitting. So that is a plus. I have my birthday coming up next week. Woo woo. And I am looking forward to year 44. I am looking forward to all of the blessings that God has for me. But that we will do in another video. I value your time, but I value most importantly all of you. So each and every one of you, thank you so much for being here. I apologize that I cannot do the community shout out. I have to now get dressed for work, but I do want to do something special for you guys. So I am brainstorming on a few different things that I would love to do for my audience. Guys, I thank you so much for being here. You guys are very special to me. And you guys know that I always pray that God blesses you in new and amazing ways each and every single day. Stay blessed, guys. Take care.